What's going on, guys? Philip at Trade Genius. We're going to talk about this article, Grayscale Investments. They're the ones with all the different Bitcoin and altcoin trusts that investors can invest in. They are talking about institutional interest in crypto. It doubles in Q2. So we're going to get into this article and talk about what they're seeing. And then we're going to talk about kind of the overall situation with the alts and Bitcoin. We're going to look at some charts. But great time right now for altcoins. Altcoin season has started, and I know that people are very tenuous when it comes to altcoin because of the way Bitcoin moves. It tends to punish alts, and Bitcoin's been bullish lately. But we're going to talk about it in bigger terms. We've had really good success, even though with altcoins largely going down during the year. We've had great aggregate returns on them. So if you're interested in checking that out, you can head over to tradelikeagenius.com. We've got specials running. This will expire this weekend, but we've got 40% off if you're interested in our indicator software, which a lot of the folks in the room use this on like a 15-minute chart. We also have a new 4-hour indicator coming out and a new daily indicator coming out, especially for altcoins. If you sign up this month, I'm going to grandfather you into those new indicators. Very exciting stuff. Very good opportunity these days right now with the altcoins and Bitcoin and the binary options as well. So a lot of money being made right now in the room. All right, guys, so let's dive into this video and check this out.
Trade Genius.
All right, so Cointelegraph article here. Basically, Grayscale had commented that the institutional investors are piling into the space in 2019. They were saying 85 million in the second quarter came from investors, twice as much as the first quarter, with institutional investors contributing more than 80% in total. Okay, so these guys are buying these levels, and it's not just in Bitcoin. The various data sources have shown lately that institutional investment or involvement is hitting lows. There's been graphs showing that the institutional related searches and terms on the internet are not getting as many hits, but Grayscale noted that investment activity disregards price suppression. She revealed about 25% in Q2 of total inflows targeted altcoins. So you've got institutional money coming in and investing in these alts. So they're not stupid. They're seeing the cycles, and they know that we are getting into a bullish period. Typically, fourth quarter has been very favorable for alts and Bitcoin. Grayscale offers trust for 9 cryptos. Those cryptos are Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic, Horizon, Litecoin, Stellar, XRP, and Zcash. Okay, so those are the 9 that they offer. So you want to keep an eye on those. If we switch to the altcoin charts, okay, so we've confirmed now that they've got, they're confirming the institutional flows are happening. Then we look at the charts daily. We've had a nice bounce off of this level on altcoins. We do have a moneymaker sell firing because of the triggered by that Bitcoin surge yesterday. And we've also had a big run up in Bitcoin dominance for most of the year, which has really put a lot of down. This orange line is alts versus BTC. So a large downward move on alts. Right now we're talking alts versus BTC. A lot of altcoins in dollar terms are going to follow Bitcoin in dollar terms. But in the case of when you're looking at things from the standpoint of alts versus BTC or alts and BTC terms, you really want things to grow in BTC when you're in a bullish BTC cycle. If we're in a bearish BTC cycle, then yes, you can talk about fiat gains or dollar gains. But in a bullish BTC cycle, since Bitcoin from here on out is going to appreciate, you want to make sure that your coins are appreciating against Bitcoin. Otherwise, your dollar gains are better served trading Bitcoin. That's an important note. Now, as you can see, we've had a nice little bump up here. We've generated a lot of trades off of this bump here. And the key now is to make sure that you watch out that we don't get another big move up. And key will be looking at the stochastics here. We're very oversold, and depending on the cycle, right? If you're trending up and you get these oversold readings, then that's just going to be big time fuel for another move, which is what we saw here with the Bitcoin dominance, right? Really crushed the alts. And so we're down in these levels again. However, if we are not trending up, like back here we were kind of consolidating, you will get these low readings, and it's not necessarily going to spike up. Okay, it could stay in a range, and that's what we saw back here. So what I'm looking at for the Bitcoin dominance is really a rejection of this area here, and then if stochastic starts to move back up and we really don't see movement, or it could be basically trading in a range here, you see there's a bit of a volume void here, that's a scenario that's going to be very favorable for alts. Okay, but if dominance breaks back above this 70 mark, then that could be a problem, and you could probably see another surge higher, getting back toward the top of that linear regression channel, and that would really put a crush on alts. But typically fourth quarter dominance isn't skyrocketing. It's going to give some back or consolidate. Okay, so again, a favorable time for alts. I thought that article was important to see that the institutional guys have been buying as the alt markets have been going down, because from Q2, that's this area here, right? Look at from March to June, or July, April to July, you're seeing basically a lot of down move, and those guys were putting money to work in there. Now, obviously, stuff that was being put to work there in Q2 is underwater. So if this market comes back up, what I think will happen, and it is certainly like in December we could see this start topping out here, you're probably going to run into a ton of resistance up in this 2 million area. So if you're long and strong on some of these alts, that's probably not a bad spot to peel off. You're going to run into some bag holding at that level, so keep that in mind as well. But I think right now is still a good time, though, even though we got some oversold stochastics on dominance, and potentially, like this last one was a very big large move up, but we might be seeing this last oversold reading, you notice, had a pop, but then nothing out of the ordinary. It kind of basically gave it all back. And so I think because of the rejections, seasonality, this level now above us, I think that these will be a little more muted, these stochastic bounces. So still bullish on alts for the time being as far as swing trades. Remember, with alts you want to take profits often, so just in case there is a big Bitcoin move, most of these alts will give up several weeks worth of gains in a matter of an hour or less on a big Bitcoin move. So you want to make sure you're protecting, moving up your stops and things like that. You can always get back into them if things simmer back down, like what we just saw happen with Bitcoin. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, leave them below. If you want me to cover any specific altcoins, because I will be doing that in the coming weeks, leave your requests below, and I'll look to cover those. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please hit like and subscribe. Again, if you're interested in what we do, head over to tradelikeagenius.com and look at what we have to offer there. Appreciate you guys watching the videos. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
Trade Genius.